morning. Welcome to Morning Special. 여러분 안녕하세요. 10월 31일 목요일 최수진의 Morning Special입니다. It's Halloween, everyone, a day when witches become popular topics among children and grown-ups. They're known for their spells and weird potions, but just like a witch's magic drink, these days we're seeing many unexpected combinations of flavors and textures that are captivating consumers. 달달한 단팥 대신 매운 고추장 맛이 나는 호빵. 청취자 여러분, 과연 어떤 맛일까요? 이렇듯 최근 외식업계에서는 전혀 어울릴 것 같지 않은 맛들을 접목한 이색 조합 메뉴들이 등장하고 있는데요. 또 있습니다. 마늘빵 치킨, 티라미슈 크림 떡 등 의외의 궁합으로 반전 매력을 주는데요. 하나를 먹더라도 재밌게 먹으려는 가성비 대비 재미, 가잼비가 우리 일상의 또 다른 즐거움이 된 것 같습니다. 청취자 여러분, 오늘은 10월의 마지막 날, 또 다른 즐거움을 위해서 할로윈 데이 분장을 하고 유쾌한 아침 시작해 보겠습니다. That's right. It's all about having fun. Sometimes you just need to have a little bit of levity in the studio, and that's what I'm doing today. And very shortly, you'll find out what Steve is dressed up as. But in the meantime, let me give you today's quiz question. When you combine two different recipes or foods, we can describe that as 1번 fusion style, 2번 transformer style. 이렇게 의외의 두 가지가 좋은 궁합을 이룰 때 반전 매력이 있습니다. 이렇게 뭔가를 어우르는, 이렇게 맞추는 그런 것들을 음식이라든지 이런 게 있어서 우리가 이렇게 부르죠. 1번 fusion일까요? 2번 transformer일까요? 골라주시면 되겠습니다. 청취자 여러분의 많은 참여 기다리고 있습니다. 또 여러분의 퀴즈 정답 보내주신 분들 중에 추첨을 통해서 총 5분께 비타민 C 세트 보내드리겠습니다. Well, if you'd like to turn on your 보이는 라디오 this morning, you might be able to see why I'm having a hard time talking in a serious tone, because I'm very far from serious this morning. But in the meantime, we will of course get to our headlines. Let's kick the show off with today's global headlines. 세계 각국 언론사들의 어떤 헤드라인이 올라왔는지 살펴보는 시간이죠. Touch Global Headlines.
Exports from Japan to South Korea fell more than 99% year-on-year in September.
지난달 일본 불화수소의 한국 수출이 지난해 같은 달과 비교해 99% 이상 줄었습니다.
According to a new report, an integral factor in the successful elimination by U.S. Special Forces of ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was an extraordinarily well-placed informant.
IS의 수괴 알바그다디를 제거한 미군 작전에 IS 내부 변절자가 중요한 역할을 했다는 보도가 나왔습니다.
Austria's postal service have been fined $20 million for working up data about their customers' assumed political allegiances.
오스트리아 당국이 개인 정보를 수집하고 판매한 오스트리아 우체국에 200억 원이 넘는 벌금을 부과했습니다.
Manila and Beijing have formed a joint intergovernmental body to coordinate an exploration deal for tapping energy resources in the South China Sea.
중국과 필리핀이 남중국해에서 석유와 가스 공동 개발을 위한 협의를 본격 시작했습니다.
Hundreds of koalas are feared to have died in an Australian bushfire, animal rescuers say.
호주 동부 해변 마을에서 코알라 수백 마리가 지난 주말 발생한 산불로 인해 산채로 다 죽을 위기에 처했습니다. Well, for the headlines and more in the studio this morning, we have two animals.
Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Oh,
You are
I'm Tigger.
Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Tigger the tiger.
Yay.
And you are
맞춰보세요.
wearing too much makeup?
That's true. Very true.
Wait,
I am.
wait.
Oh.
I saw you in the lobby
Yes.
of the EBS studios. There's a bunch of big posters up this morning.
Yes, a relative of mine is in the studio. I can't, say I'm the same character as that figure. But yes, I am today 팽순.
팽순.
순. 저는 오늘 팽순입니다. 좀 비슷한가요? 이거 어때요?
The headphones?
Yeah, I painted them myself.
Yeah, they look really similar to the character.
어제 집에서 제가 노란색 물감으로 직접 칠해서 가져온 헤드폰입니다.
What did you use?
아크릴 페인트로요.
Oh, yeah.
집에 마침 페인팅하는 거 좋아하는데
yeah.
I never knew I would be painting headphones for a costume.
Sometimes you have things in your home that you never know you'll use until you do. And sometimes you have artistic talent that you never know you will use until today.
그렇습니다. 이선미님이요. 해피 할로윈 하셨고요. 조주희님 크크크 수진쌤 펭귄이에요 하셨고요. 김경미님 입술밖에 안 보여요. 네 맞습니다. 펭귄이고요. 입술이 작습니다. 이선미님 안녕하세요. 수진쌤 귀엽네요. 펭귄인가요? 네 맞아요. 펭순입니다. 방양숙님 하하하하 으하하하 귀여워 라고 보내주셨고요. 이은지님 깜짝이야. 너무 깜찍하잖아요. 펭수였군요. 너무 잘 어울려요 하셨습니다.
I like the next one from 문채원
네.
name. It says 오리와 호랑이.
오리 아니에요. 네. 펭귄입니다. 네.
It's not good when you have to explain your costume.
Exactly. But 전유진님 거 you're spot on.
Tigger.
맞습니다. That's right.
Yeah.
이희진님, 스티브 선생님 나오시자마자 빵 터졌어요. This person cracked up the moment they saw you.
Yeah. I had this costume at home, so
Did you?
I thought, why not? You know?
Well, I did not have this costume at home. I
Yeah.
had to make it up for today. But you know how big pengsu is these days?
Huge, right?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere. And we would love to have you on our show. 팽수님, 우리 방송에 한번 좀 나와주세요. EBS가 네, 고향이시잖아요. 우리 방송 좀 나와주세요.
Come back home.
제가 오늘 팽순 분장을 팽수님을 위해서 했습니다.
You look great, by the way.
Thank you so much. Yeah. But Pengsu doesn't have a gender, so I don't know if I should say he or she.
Okay.
But the penguin, Pengsu, is so busy these days that they haven't had time to be on a show here at EBS, although it is an EBS character. So we would love to have you on our show. Please, please. Come on our show.
You kind of look like a bank robber.
With very colourful headphones.
Like if Peng Soon were a bank robbing criminal, then this would be you this morning. With the black ski hat and the gray sweatshirt.
네, 스티브 선생님은 제가 그냥 강도 같대요. 이런 강도 보셨어요? 조주희 님이 뉴스가 안 들려요. 오늘 그냥 놀자요 하셨습니다. Which is why I used the term levity earlier on. You need a bit of levity.
Of course, every once in a while, right?
맞아요. 여경희 님, 스티브 선생님 너무 귀여워요. 혹시 키 큰 티거인가요? 두 분의 기분 좋은 의상에 웃음 지어봅니다 하셨어요. Yeah, absolutely. A tall tigger.
Tall Tigger, yeah.
네, 그렇습니다. And this next one, could you read it? 한서영 님의 message.
스티거.
네, 스티브가 아니라 스티거입니다. 오늘은. 한번 일어나 보세요.
I have my tail. Which
꼬리도 있어.
My tail.
Oh my goodness. 조금만 더 앞쪽으로. 조금만 더 앞쪽. Come this way a bit more. You're not in the camera. Okay. Now can you show
there
it?
we go.
Yeah, there we go.
tail.
And you have the tail. 이런 옷이 있다는 자체가 놀랍습니다.
I might wear this more often. I'm getting a lot of compliments this morning.
자, 참 어렵게 분장하고 나왔습니다. 그러니까 많이 응원해 주시고요. 자, 그러면 putting on a serious face again, if that is at all possible. Let's start with the headlines.
Headline number one this morning, exports from Japan to South Korea fell more than 99% year on year in September.
지난달
Now I'll
일본
get serious.
불화수소의 한국 수출이 지난해 같은 달과 비교해 99% 이상 줄었습니다.
Beer is the really shocking number. when we look at things here. 588,000 yen. That's only $5,400 worth of Japanese beer was shipped here to Korea in September of 2019. That according to the Kyoto News Agency, and they were citing that country's finance ministry. That is a shockingly low number, is it not?
It is indeed. And if you compare that, I mean, 99.9%, that's almost 100.
I'll give you the numbers from September of 2018.
Okay.
$7.2 million worth, 783.6 million yen. So it went from 7.2 million to 5,400.
아, 그렇군요. 일본 정부가 작년 이제 한국에 대해 수출 규제를 도입한 이후 이제 특정 품목에 대해서 엄청나게 수출이 감소했다라는 통계가 나왔는데요. 그 중에서 일단은 불화수소 같은 경우에는 99.4%, 맥주는 99.9% 줄었습니다. 불화수소 같은 경우에는 보통 이제 반도체 세정 과정에 사용되는 그런 물질이라고 해요. So we're looking at chemicals and beer all going down almost 100%.
Yeah, and the chemicals you mentioned, hydrogen fluoride, the chemical used to clean semiconductors from Japan to Korea fell 99.4% year on year. So a massive, massive decrease with that as well.
Yeah, and a lot of this is being pushed by South Koreans boycotting buying Japanese goods as well as the very strict regulations between the two countries.
Both governments removed each other from their so-called white lists of preferred trading partners. And then, yes, you are right. I saw personally evidence of people stopping buying Japanese goods,
Really?
clothing,
Yeah.
beer, of course, Japanese products in general, vacation numbers. We talked about that. A lot of people had canceled, even if they had already made plans to visit Japan, they had canceled those plans.
Yeah, the trade war continues. Okay, let's go on to headline number 2.
According to a new report, an integral factor in the successful elimination by U.S. Special Forces of ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was an extraordinarily well-placed informant.
네, IS의 수계 알박다디를 제거한 미군 작전에 IS 내부 변절자가 중요한 역할을 했다는 보도가 나왔습니다.
So this is quite interesting. The informant was reportedly a defector of the terrorist group, and this defector worked inside the compound where Baghdadi was cornered and ultimately killed himself, even giving a detailed layout of the building to U.S. Special Forces. So they had almost a blueprint of the building, if you will.
Do we know why this person decided to do this?
Yeah.
And betray, if you will, the leader?
A member of his family was killed by the group. And he was there during this raid.
Yeah.
And they got him out of there with his family within the next couple of days. And the really nice part of this story, I think, for this man in particular, is that he will receive some or all of the $25 million U.S. bounty that had been placed on Baghdadi. So he and his family are reportedly safe.
Yeah.
And that money, the majority of that money, if not all that money, will be given to them.
네, 그렇습니다. 영어로는 뭐 insider라고도 하고요, informant라고도 하는데 이렇게 내부 변절자가 아주 중요한 역할을 했다라고 합니다. 이 인물이 이제 국적은 확인되지 않았지만 수니파 아랍인일 가능성이 굉장히 높다고 하고요. 이 정보원이 사실 친척 중에 한 명이 IS에 의해서 살해가 되자 그때부터 이제 IS에 적대적으로 돌아섰다라고 하죠. And of course, without his help, they wouldn't have been able to pinpoint exactly where al-Baghdadi was.
100% true, and also the main reason why he will be receiving the majority of that money. That's right.
All right, let's go on to our next headline.
Headline number 3 this morning: Austria's postal service have been fined $20 million for working up data about their customers' assumed political allegiances.
오스트리아 당국이 개인정보를 수집하고 판매한 오스트리아 우체국에 200억 원이 넘는 벌금을 부과했습니다.
So in January, the Austrian Post said it would delete a database of the likely political affinities of around 2.2 million customers. After privacy campaigners, they said that this practice was similar to that of the Facebook data sharing scandal.
그래요. 지난 1월 오스트리아 우체국이 무려 300만 명의 뭐 이름이라든지 나이, 주소, 성별 등등 이런 개인정보를 마케팅 기업에 판매했다고 합니다. 개인정보 유출이죠. 뿐만 아니라 한 220만 고객의 정치적인 성향을 분석해서 그 정보를 정당들에 판매하고 그로 인해서 우리 돈으로 한 2천억 원의 수익을 냈다라고 합니다.
Yeah, exactly. This is big business, actually.
Yeah,
Data
that's
selling,
nice.
around 230 million US dollars. That's about the annual revenue from just selling information.
Yeah.
That shows you how valuable that information is. So the Austrian Post, they have compiled the names and addresses and age and gender of nearly 3 million Austrians. That's about a third of the population, by the way.
Is it? Oh my goodness.
So that's a pretty significant
Alarming.
section of the entire country. And that they regularly sell that information to advertisers as part of its direct mailing business.
But the Postal Service says it's going to appeal.
They are going to appeal. They say that the assumptions that people are making, that campaigners are making about them selling the voting tendencies of their customers was based on opinion polls and voting statistics in specific geographical areas. Basically the same way that exit polls are calculated after elections. They will appeal. They say they've done nothing wrong.
그러네요. 지금 이제 한 230억 원 정도의 벌금을 부과하겠다라고 오스트리아 당국에서 밝혔는데 오스트리아 우체국은요. 잘못한 게 없다. 항소하겠다. 이렇게 말했네요. Let's go on to our next headline.
Headline number 4, Manila and Beijing have formed a joint intergovernmental body to coordinate an exploration deal for tapping energy resources in the South China Sea.
중국과 필리핀이 영유권 분쟁을 벌이는 남중국해에서 석유와 가스 공동 개발을 위한 협의를 본격 시작했습니다.
So officials from both countries convened. They got together in Beijing on Monday for the first official meeting of what they call Oil and Gas Development Intergovernmental Joint Steering Committee. Basically what this is the two countries getting together to see what oil and gas projects they can work on in the future together.
Right. 그동안에는 이제 분쟁 지역이었지만 이렇게 처음으로 함께 손을 잡고 공동 개발을 한다라는 것 자체가 참 의미가 있네요. 어제 이제 현지 언론에 따르면은 중국과 필리핀이 중국 베이징에서 이렇게 공동 운영회의 첫 회의를 열었다고 합니다.
So both sides have said that they will meet again early next year. They don't exactly know when that will be, but they did agree to it.
Sure.
Anyway, the establishment of this body came just a couple of months after President Duterte and Chinese leader Xi Jinping. They had promised a 60-40 deal in favor of Manila in any agreement for joint exploration of the potentially very lucrative area of that sea or of that ocean, meaning 60% would go to the Philippines, 40% would go to China. But Duterte said that Xi had told him to put aside that claim and allow Chinese firms to come in and explore the region and then share whatever resources they found, and that kind of upset some nationalist groups.
아직도 분쟁은 계속되고 있습니다만 그래도 공동으로 이렇게 협의를 시작했다는 그 자체의 의미가 있고요. 아직 정확한 위치는 공개되지 않았습니다. Let's go on to our final headline.
Final headline this morning, hundreds of koalas are feared to have died in an Australian bushfire. This is what animal rescuers say.
호주 동부 해변 마을에서 지난 주말 발생한 산불이 수일째 꺼지지 않아 코알라 수백 마리가 죽을 위기에 처했습니다.
The blaze, the fire burnt through about 2,000 hectares of land containing a prime koala breeding ground. This was in the New South Wales area of Australia. That's around 250 miles north of Sydney. They are
Right.
calling this a national tragedy because the native species have suffered significant decline in recent decades.
네, 시드니보다는 이제 북쪽에 있는 지역인데요. 한 22제곱킬로미터 이상의 지역이 지금 불탔다고 합니다. And it is ongoing, as you said. 계속해서 이제 산불이 수일째 꺼지지 않고 있다고 해요. 그런데 그 지역이 마침 코알라가 밀집해 있는 지역이라서 코알라가 많이 죽을 수도 있다. 이런 좀 안타까운 소식이네요.
Yeah, that's right. Australia's Environment Ministry, they have the koala listed as vulnerable.
Right.
I really hope this doesn't hurt too many koala bears.
Indeed. Well, those are our headlines for this morning. Let's remind our listeners of the quiz.
When you combine two different recipes or foods, we can describe that as blank style. Is it number 1, fusion, or number 2, transformer?
Alright. 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045로 보내주시고요. 무료 반디 게시판이나 카카오톡 플러스 이용도 가능합니다. 추첨을 통해서 총 5분께 비타민 C 세트 보내드리겠습니다. 많은 사연이 들어오고 있어요. 남현정 님이요. 크크크 너무 귀여운 호랑이. 미국 호랑이는 어떤 소리를 내나요? 우리나라는 그래요? 우리나라는 으르렁 되는 것 같은데요. 하셨습니다. Do you know what sound 펭수 makes? Because he, she, whatever, 펭수 has their own language.
Oh, please do
I'm going to say
that.
something
Yeah.
in 펭어.
And I will translate.
Okay.
춥다.
아니에요.
아니요? 다시 한번. 아이고, 피곤합니다.
노래 듣고 네 아닙니다. 첫 번째는 안녕하세요 였고 그 다음에 사랑합니다 였어요.
귀엽죠.
이해가 잘 안 되시나요? 김효선님이 어머나 저희 할로윈을 위해 이리도 애쓰시다니요. 눈물나게 웃고 있어요 하셨습니다. 여러분이 행복하시다면 그걸로 됐습니다. 5474님이요. 오늘 하루 그 모습 그대로 갈 수 있는 모든 곳을 다녀보시길 추천해요. 누구와도 친구가 될 수 있을 것 같아요. This person wants us to go to as many places as possible today because it's going to be very easy for us to make new friends.
Let's go trick-or-treating around the EBS building.
Yeah, let's do that.
Trick or treat.
And maybe I'll meet 펭수.
And you can do your...
요들도 해보려고 했는데 어렵더라고요. 요들은 쉽지 않아요. 요들레이 할 수 없더라고요.
I have a question. If 펭수 was to introduce our next song break, Share, Believe, how would 펭수 introduce that song?
오케이. 자, 저 펭순이가 노래 소개를 하도록 하겠습니다. 팽어로요. 해석해주세요, 선생님.
Share, believe.
You're listening to Morning Special. It is Halloween day today, and Peng Sun and Tigger are in the studio. Tigger.
I like that name.
Tigger.
I might keep that.
And Peng Sun this morning. And we have lots of messages. 안혜준 님이요. 10살 펭수는 남극어를 쓰는 EBS 지하 소품실 사는 연습생이에요. 요들송도 잘 불러요. 라고 설명을 해주셨습니다. 그렇습니다. 저희와 한 가족이죠. 네, EBS 가족인데 너무 바쁘세요. 요즘에 잘 보이지 않아요. 제가 이 소품실을 항상 지나다니는데 너무 바쁘세요. 그래서 거의 안 계시더라고요. 이지은 님이요. 제가 제일 좋아하고 유일하게 청취하는 라디오 모닝 스페셜. 항상 제 아침을 열어주셔서 감사드립니다. 수진쌤, 스티브쌤 너무 좋아요. 계속 오래오래 계셔주세요. 오늘은 할로윈이자 30살인 제 생일입니다. 이제 만 29살이네요. 회사에 저랑 생일 같으신 이창길 과장님 생신 축하드려요. 청취하고 계신 모든 분들, 수진쌤, 스티브쌤 모두 오늘 멋진 하루 보내세요 하셨습니다. Happy birthday to you.
이창길 과장님 생신 축하합니다.
생신 축하합니다.
How cool to have your birthday on Halloween.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
Right?
Do you get to dress up and receive presents?
I hope so.
Wow, I love that.
You get candy and gifts,
Wow.
and you get to dress up and be silly for one day.
Double the fun.
Perfect.
유수진 님이요. 펭수와 티거가 세계 뉴스를 얘기하다니 너무 신기해요. 크크크크 하셨습니다. 네, 제가 원래 팽어로 뉴스를 전해드리고 싶었는데 혹시 못 알아들으시는 분들이 계실까 봐. I was going to do it in Peng language.
You were, and I like your pen language.
Yeah.
You know, our producer made a very good point before the show started today. This may be the first time in world history that a penguin and a tiger have been in the same space.
Yes, that's right.
Right?
맞습니다. 의외의 궁합에 대한 오프닝을 오늘 드렸는데요. 이 호랑이와 펭귄 의외의 궁합 아닌가요?
But things seem to be going
They
quite
are
well.
going very well. Very well. 김미나님이요. 너무 스페셜한 모닝입니다. 진짜 건강하고 통쾌한 웃음 감사합니다. 모스 forever 하셨어요. 정유빈님이요. 할로윈 제 생일이에요. 축하해주세요. Lots of people born on this day.
Yeah.
깜찍한 모습으로 진지하게 뉴스를 진행하시니 자꾸 웃게 돼요.
If Pengsu was to sing happy birthday
Ah.
to Jong Yubin Nim,
Okay.
what would that sound like? Jeez. Please don't ever sing happy birthday to Stiegel. I'll just go on YouTube and find it myself.
Happy birthday to you. 정유빈님 생일 축하드립니다. Well, keep sending in your messages and answers to the quiz. Any questions you might have to Tigger, Satiga that is, and Peng Sun this morning. We have 5 vitamin C sets prepared for you. Let's take a look at our news focus stories. 자, 첫 번째 뉴스 포커스입니다. 2년째 계속되는 무역전쟁으로 미국과 중국의 관계가 크게 악화한 가운데서도 작년보다 더 많은 미국 기업이 중국의 돈잔치인 국제 수입 박람회에 참여하기로 한 것으로 나타났습니다. Let's listen to the story.
Despite the ongoing trade war with the United States, there will be more American companies at next week's second annual China International Import Expo than there was at last year's event. The event, taking place in Shanghai from November 5th to the 10th, will feature 192 U.S. companies hoping to sell to China's domestic market, up from 174 last year. Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. counterpart Donald Trump are tentatively scheduled to meet on November 17th after the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Santiago, Chile.
네, 다음 달 5일에 국제 수입 박람회 중국에서 열리는데요. 작년보다 훨씬 더 많은 미국 기업들이 참여할 예정이라고 합니다. This is all while the US-China trade war is ongoing, and yet big companies, we're talking about Microsoft, Boeing, Facebook, they're all going to be there at the China Fair.
Yeah, and it's even more than last year. 174 last year, 192 this year. This is big business.
Yeah, I guess the trade war is one thing, and then companies taking part in this expo is another.
Seems to be. You're right. Despite the ongoing trade war with the United States, more American companies at this expo. Ongoing is our first expression today. So ongoing means continuous. It hasn't stopped. For example, how are things between you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Are you still fighting? Yeah, that's ongoing. How are the negotiations going between your company and the other company, the contract negotiations? Yeah, the negotiations aren't finished yet. They are still ongoing.
Yeah, and I wish Halloween would be an ongoing theme for the whole year.
Do you?
Well, maybe not. But for a few more days than one day.
That would, Halloween,
fun.
Halloween.
Halloween. I love that.
Not
We should
bad.
have Halloween.
Hashtag it. Quick, put it on Insta.
Yeah. Alright. Ongoing 그러면은 이제 뭔가 계속 진행 중이다라는 뜻이죠. 무역 전쟁이 계속되고 있는 와중에도 미국 기업들이 중국의 국제 수입 박람회에 작년보다 더 많이 참여한다고 합니다. What's another expression here?
So Xi Jinping and Donald Trump are tentatively scheduled to meet on November 17th. So if you have tentative plans, it means that, yes, you have those plans, but they are not guaranteed to happen.
Right.
Maybe 60%, 70%, 80%, who knows the percentage.
Right.
They probably will happen, maybe will happen, but it's not 100% sure.
네, 그렇습니다. 확실하지는 않지만 아마도 트럼프와 시진핑 11월 17일 날 만날 것으로 보여진다. 잠정적으로 이제 만날 계획이 있다. Tentatively, 잠정적이라는 뜻입니다.
Yeah, we can use this a lot about our plans. And it doesn't even matter what the plan is. It could be a
Right.
travel plan.
Yeah.
Right? If you are thinking, coming up in November, I think, I've looked into the Philippines. I've checked out airline tickets. I think I'll go. Those are tentative
Tentative plans,
They
맞아요.
may change.
그렇죠. 뭐 얼마든지 바뀔 수가 있다라는 뜻이고요. There's even news actually that the APEC summit might be cancelled because of the volatile conditions in South America, but we don't know. We'll have to see.
So that summit itself, you could say, is planned tentatively.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's listen to the story one more time.
Despite the ongoing trade war with the United States, there will be more American companies at next week's second annual China International Import Expo than there was at last year's event. The event, taking place in Shanghai from November 5th to the 10th, will feature 192 U.S. companies hoping to sell to China's domestic market, up from 174 last year. Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. counterpart Donald Trump are tentatively scheduled to meet on November 17th after the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Santiago, Chile.
자, 두 번째 뉴스 포커스입니다. 남태평양에 있는 호주 외부 영토인 노folk 섬 주민들이요, 호주와의 관계를 끊고 뉴질랜드에 편입되기를 희망한다는 조사 결과가 나왔습니다. Let's listen to the story.
A resistance group on a remote island in the Pacific want to ditch Australia and join New Zealand, according to a new survey. Norfolk Island is technically part of New South Wales, but it's geographically closer to New Zealand. It was self-governing for 40 years until Canberra dissolved its parliament and set up a new regional council to run it, subject to New South Wales law. The survey found 37% of islanders asked wanted free association with New Zealand, while 35% wanted nothing to do with the Kiwi nation.
네, 이 노folk 섬이 호주와 뉴질랜드 사이에 있는데요. 사실은 지형적으로 봤을 때 뉴질랜드에서 조금 더 가깝다라고 합니다. 최근 설문조사에 따르면은 이 지역 그 주민들 중에 35%는 여전히 호주에 속해 있는 걸 원하지만 37%가 아니다, 뉴질랜드에 소속되고 싶다, 이렇게 얘기를 했대요.
So a certain percentage of the people on this island want to ditch Australia. This is a slang term. It's a very casual term, and it means to leave or get rid of.
Right. How would you use this in a normal conversation?
Well, it's not a very nice thing when you want to ditch someone, right?
Yeah.
So, but let's say that you are out in a group setting and you meet a couple of friends there and you think, oh, these people are really cool, but these other people,
Not so much.
don't really want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So you can say to your friends, your new friends, hey, why don't we ditch these people and go somewhere else?
그렇군요.
Throw away, get rid of, leave them.
빵 차버리다, 이런 뜻이 있습니다. 굉장히 캐주얼한 슬랭 표현인데요. ditch Australia라고 했을 때 여기서는 호주를 빵 차버리고 뉴질랜드에 속하고 싶다라는 의미로 해석을 하면 될 것 같고, 보통 대화 속에서는 사람과 사람 간에 만약에 교제하고 있는 사람이 있는데 이 사람은 내가 차버리고 싶어, 아니면 뭐 차였어, I was ditched, 이렇게 얘기를 할 수도 있고요.
I got ditched.
I got ditched.
Yeah.
저 차였어요. I got ditched. 이런 표현을 쓸 수 있습니다. I do not want to be ditched by Pengsu. If you're listening, please contact me. I am your long-lost cousin. You'll probably recognize me from the South Pole. Anyhow, let's go on to another expression.
Right, so 37% of the islanders asked they wanted free association with New Zealand. 35% wanted to remain with Australia. They wanted nothing to do with the Kiwi nation. If someone says to you, I want nothing to do with you,
That's a dagger in my heart.
it's heartbreaking, isn't
It's
it?
very, very sad.
Yeah, it means I don't want to know you. I don't want to be connected with you. I don't want to be your Facebook friend. I don't want to follow you on Instagram.
Oh, no.
I want nothing to do with you. No connection at all.
맞아요. 어떤 사람과의 관계를 완전히 끊고 싶을 때 I want to have nothing to do with you 라고 얘기를 하죠.
Now, no connection with people, that's one example.
Okay.
But no connection with a situation either.
Okay, yeah, that's
so
true.
if your coworker says, hey, listen, can you help me out with this report, please? I have to finish it by tonight. Say, sorry, but that project has nothing to do with me. I'm not connected. There's zero connection between myself and that project.
맞아, 그럴 수 있습니다. 이거 내가 하는 프로젝트가 있는데 좀 도와주라. 저랑 아무 상관없는 프로젝트거든요. 라고 하고 싶으면 that project has nothing to do with me 하면 됩니다.
I'll give you one last example because we use this quite commonly. You are a wife at home or a husband at home.
Okay.
And you want to tell your partner, look, we don't spend enough time together anymore. We don't go out, we don't have dinner, we don't watch movies together. And so you say that to your partner, I need more attention from you. And your partner says, yeah, but I help out with the housework. And you say, what? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. There's no connection between what you said and what I'm saying.
아무 관련이 없다라는 뜻의 have nothing to do with를 쓸 수 있겠습니다. Let's listen to the story one more time.
A resistance group on a remote island in the Pacific want to ditch Australia and join New Zealand, according to a new survey. Norfolk Island is technically part of New South Wales, but it's geographically closer to New Zealand. It was self-governing for 40 years until Canberra dissolved its parliament and set up a new regional council to run it, subject to New South Wales law. The survey found 37% of islanders asked wanted free association with New Zealand, while 35% wanted nothing to do with the Kiwi nation.
And we're going to remind you of the quiz again. Can I do it this time in my language?
Yes, please.
Here's the quiz.
Is it number one? Number two? Why don't I do it? When you combine two different recipes or foods, we can describe that as blank style. Is it number one, fusion, or number two, transformer?
오케이. 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045로 보내주시고요. 반디 게시판이나 카카오톡 플러스 이용도 가능합니다. 추첨을 통해서 총 5분께 비타민 C 세트 보내드렸습니다. Paul Matthews has written in this morning. Can you read the message?
Steve is the cutest tiger ever. Give us a roar, please.
You're good friends with Paul Matthews.
Paul Matthews is a very close friend of mine.
Yeah.
Paul, I will fulfill your request through a song introduction.
Ooh.
Coming up next, here is REO Speedwagon in your letter.
들어볼게요. 자, 그러면 세 번째 뉴스 포커스 보도록 하겠습니다. 스웨덴 청년 기후운동가인 그레타 툰베리가 북유럽 이사회에서 수여하는 환경상 수상자로 선정됐지만 권력자들은 상이 아닌 과학에 귀를 기울여야 한다 라면서 수상을 거부했습니다. Let's listen to the story.
Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg has refused to accept an environmental award, saying the climate movement needed people in power to start to listen to science and not awards. The young climate activist was honored at a Stockholm ceremony held by the Nordic Council, but declined the award along with its 350,000 Danish kroner, about $52,000 prize. While thanking the Nordic Council for the huge honor, she also criticized Nordic countries for not living up to their great reputation on climate issues.
네, 그레타 툰버그, 우리말로는 이제 그레타 툰베리라고 하죠. She was chosen to be the winner of this prize, but she said no.
Yeah, she didn't want it. It's interesting.
Yeah, there was money involved as well, but she turned that down.
Yeah, about 52,000, the equivalent of about 52,000 US dollars. That's not a small amount of money.
No, it isn't.
She said, I don't want the prize. I don't want the money. What people need to start doing is to listen to science and stop handing out awards.
그렇습니다.
And I kind of agree.
Yeah, so true. 상뿐만 아니라 상금 우리 돈으로 6천만 원이 받을 수 있었는데요. 그 돈을 다 이제 거부하고 받지 않기로 했습니다.
I still think she should have taken the money. Not
Yeah?
for her. I mean, if her principle is to not accept the prize money, that's fine. But she can take the money and she can donate it to some sort of
That's also a good idea.
environmental
Yeah,
group, right?
absolutely.
But she has her principles and you have to give it to her because she stands by what she believes in.
That's very noble. 그렇습니다. 중요한 것은 이런 뭐 상이나 돈이 아니다라고 하면서 거부를 한 건데요. Let's look at some expressions.
Yes, so she was honored at a Stockholm ceremony held by the Nordic Council. So she was honored by the Nordic Council. It means that they had this event, they had this prize for her. If something is done in your honor, it's all about you. It's 100% you. When Sue retires from broadcasting, I'm sure that many broadcast stations will throw a party in her honor.
That would be very nice. Thank you very much.
Meaning that the party is for Sue, the event is Sue, they are honoring Sue.
그렇죠. 누군가에게 이제 뭐 영광을 베풀다라는 게 honor인데요. 여기서는 she was honored니까 그런 영광을 받다라는 뜻입니다. 어떤 영광이냐면은 상을 받을 수 있는 그런 영광을 받았음에도 불구하고 no, 난 받지 않겠다. 이렇게 거부를 했어요.
Yeah, so she said, I don't want the money, I don't want the prize, we need to listen to science, and also, these Nordic countries are not living up to their reputation on climate issues. So if you are not living up to something, imagine there is a standard or a bar. And if your behavior or your action does not meet that standard or that bar, then you are not living up to
Right.
that thing, whatever that thing is.
live up to 무엇 그러면은 뭔가가 뭐 부끄럽지 않게 행동하다 아니면은 어울리게 행동하다라는 뜻이 있거든요. 근데 지금 그 Nordic countries 그러면 북유럽 국가들이죠. They are not living up to their reputation on climate issues. 북유럽 국가 하면은 기후 문제에 굉장히 관심이 많다는 평을 가지고 있는데 거기에 좀 어울리지 않게 행동을 하고 있다. 이렇게 뭐 상을 주고 이런 게 중요하지 않다라고 툰베리가 얘기를 했습니다.
Okay, let me give you one more example, and this is quite common.
Okay.
You have an agreement with almost everyone in your life, right? Your boss.
Yeah.
The agreement is you do your job.
Right.
Your romantic partner. Your deal is you take care of me, I'll take care of you.
Sure.
But if you're not doing your job in any context, at home, at school, at the office, then you are not living up to your end of the deal.
아, 그렇군요. Live up to your end of the deal. 그러면은 본인에게 주어진 어떤 역할을 충분히 하지 않고 있다라는 뜻입니다.
If your child is not studying well at school, not taking care of their bedroom, not cleaning up at home, you can say to your child, look, you know I love you, but you're not living up to your end of the deal these days. You're not meeting your standard.
너의 할 일을 요즘에 안 하고 있다. 이렇게 말할 수도 있군요. Alright, well those are our news-focused stories. It's time to announce the answer to the quiz.
Answer to the quiz this morning. When you combine two different recipes or foods, we can describe that as blank style. Is it number one, fusion, or number two, transformer? The answer has to be number one, fusion.
네, fusion style이라고 하죠. 언뜻 봤을 때는 어울릴 것 같지 않은 두 가지 음식을 하나로 만들었을 때 이렇게 표현을 하고 또 오늘 이렇게 어울릴 것 같지 않은 호랑이와 펭귄이 만나서 방송을 하고 있는데 잘 어울리지 않나요, 여러분? 이것도 퓨전이 아닐까 싶습니다. 1번 정답 맞춰주신 분들 안지영님, 박필환님, 0225 쓰시는 분, 끝번호 7440 쓰시는 분, 그리고 이효건님 축하드립니다. 비타민 C 세트 보내드릴게요. Let's now go to your expression of the day.
Tentative.
Tentative.
3 syllables there. Tentative. Tentative. Kind of rolls off the tongue nicely,
It
doesn't it?
does, yeah.
It's a very euphonic word. Euphonic means nice sounding.
Sounding, yes.
Tentative means not fixed. And we use this when we talk about schedules or plans. So I gave the example of vacation. It could be something work or study related, but it could just be for your weekend plans as well.
Yeah?
What are you going to do this weekend? I was thinking about going out to the Han River Park for a picnic because the weather is getting colder. So, yeah, maybe do that. Oh, maybe I'll join you. Are you definitely going? Now, I have tentative plans to do that. Meaning they may change.
네, tentative가 오늘의 표현이 되겠습니다. 잠정적이다라는 의미로 아직 확실하지 않다는 겁니다. 이번 주말에 뭐 해? 나 이번에 파티 갈까 하는데 확실하진 않아. It's tentative. 이렇게 얘기를 할 수 있습니다. Alright, let's check a few more messages before we wrap up this first hour. 정지훈 님이요. 두 분 다 너무 귀엽게 입으시고 열심히 진행하시니까 더 웃긴 것 같아요. 동물 좋아하는데 산불 때문에 코알라 걱정이에요. 퀴즈 정답은 1번 하셨고요. 네. 이선화 님이 두 분 귀여워요. 두 분 덕분에 엔돌핀 팍팍 도는 활기찬 아침을 맞이하네요. Well, that's what we aim to do. And we want to bring those endorphins out of you. So, well, get them activated, I guess. That's what this is about, endorphins.
Morning Special. Get your endorphins
out
activated.
of you and activated. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a penguin. Come on.
Have you ever heard? I was thinking about this morning.
What?
Well, we watch videos on YouTube or, nature channels, and we see lions roar.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever seen a tiger roar?
That's a good question. No.
Right?
No, I haven't.
Do they say anything?
I didn't even realize I'd never seen a tiger.
Are tigers silent?
Maybe they are. I don't know.
Maybe my impression
I have no idea.
Maybe my
you tell me. You're the
impression.
tiger.
Maybe my impression of a tiger this morning
Yeah.
should have been. Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg has refused to accept an environmental award.
호랑이가 내는 소리. 우리 잘 모르겠습니다. 이거 뭐 정말 으르렁 되는지 본 적이 없어서 뭐 추측을 할 뿐이에요. 이영애 님이요. Happy Halloween Day. Greetings from Tokyo.
Oh, cool.
I love 펭수 so much. 팽하 하셨습니다. Do you know what 팽하 is?
Nope.
It's 펭수 hai.
Oh, pengha.
Yeah, and when you wrap things up, you say 팽빠.
Oh, do you know what tiha means?
What is it?
It's tigger high.
티그하이, 티하,
Tiha.
팽하. 신영미님이요. 맨날 듣기만 하다가 처음 문자 보냅니다. 수진쌤 너무 귀엽고요. 스티브쌤 너무 잘 어울려요. 두 분 모습 보고 초등학교 4학년 아들이 아주 행복해하네요. 네, 우리는 초등학생부터 그다음에는 나이 지긋하신 분까지 모두 아우르는 방송입니다. This is for everyone, not just kids.
Of course. We look to activate the endorphins of all ages.
Stop it, you. All right. Well, I hope you're enjoying the day, everyone, as much as we are. But it is unfortunately the end of the first hour.
Tiba.
네, 티바입니다.
Tigger, goodbye.
Tiga, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Bye, Pengsoon. Bye, everybody. Happy Halloween.
This is Ace of Base. Don't turn around. You might see a penguin or a tiger following you. I'll see you on the flip side.